You wonderful fuzzies. Thank you guys. Oh, hi. How are you? How's it going? Why you paused reconnecting? That's unacceptable. All right, I'm going to wave to you. Let's see. What do we got for you? Ah, Fennec Fox. All right, nice to meet you. Pleasure. Glad you could make it. Hopefully, we get some more joiners. So, this is another evening of Bitz. Splitz. All right. So, on the docket tonight, we have a very special friend of mine. She is a very talented fursuit maker, an artist, amongst many other wonderful things. And she is, well, I guess we'll find out more about her, but her name is P. Wolf. So, she is very talented. I believe well, we'll find out more about her, but at least and she does crafting, she does suit making, she does a bunch of cool stuff. Oh, hi, Dick. Hi, how are you? Hello. Glad you guys can make it. So, I'm going to be interviewing her in a second. I got her set up on Discord, so as you can see, she's up here on my big TV. So she'll be like showing up right here. So hopefully she'll be ready to go. So in the meantime, how are you wonderful guys doing tonight? Please go ahead and type in the message block. How are you tonight? I want to know as well as everyone else wants to know how you guys are doing this evening. I'm just doing my little thing here, doing my nice little furry fuzzy interview with you wonderful fuzzies tonight. So I'm so glad you guys can make it. All right, I'm going to ask if Peacemaker is ready on my Discord. Oh, let's see. I have to look way down and type my laptop. Let's see. Are you ready? All right. There you go. Okay, cool. So I just like to make sure that I'm doing it correctly. Hi. Do I ever fursuit out in public? Why, yes, I actually do. I live in Orlando, so I actually do a bunch of different things. I will fursuit in public. I'll also go to furball meetups and fursuit meetups. And as well as sometimes I'll do my fursuit dance recordings. I'll actually do them out in public. Actually, if you guys follow me on my YouTube, I do my postings and my dances as well. Not the greatest, but I'm getting better at it. But I actually did one last week where I was at Barnett Park, wonderful park in central Orlando. It has frisbee golf. It has a fitness like YMCA center. It's got a baseball field. It's got a football field, and of course, lots of beautiful ponds and bridges, and all sorts of great, wonderful backdrops that are just perfect for doing dances. Hi, hi, Birdie the Bull. How are you? Oh my goodness, I got one on. Oh hi, how are you? All right, she's ready to go. All right, my body is ready. All right, so without further ado, I am going to bring Peace Wolf into the conversation. So I'm going to shovel a leg over here to the side. And of course, hopefully you guys can see both her and I, like so. I'm going to turn my phone sideways. There we go. All right, just to make sure. And there we go. All right, so here we go. Peaceful.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Am I using video?
Oh.
Oof.
Oh, that's okay. We can just do. Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear pretty good. I can just ask you the questions, and we can just do like a phone call. That's fine.
Ooh, you're really kind of cutting up a little bit there.
I'm cutting up a little bit. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I guess I got to get closer to my laptop.
I can run and grab my suit real quick, but the problem is I don't have like an external microphone that I can use. I just have my headset.
Oh, okay. Yeah, here. I'll bring you. Can you hear me now a lot better?
Oof. You sound like a robot.
I sound like a robot now?
Yeah, there'll be like little lips, and I can't understand what you're saying.
Let's see. Hence the term, if I put the laptop on my lap. How about that?
It's hard to tell.
Hard to tell, but
It might be on my end because my connection is going up and down.
Yeah, because I'm on my wireless on Charter, and it seems to be okay. I don't have any connection issues that I'm seeing.
Yeah, you might just have to repeat yourself.
Okay, all right. So this is what we'll do is I'll just go ahead and I'll start asking the questions, and we'll just go from there. I'll turn up the volume on the TV so we can hear you real good.
If you want, like I can turn my webcam on and still I can have video. I just can't put my fursuit head on because then I wouldn't be able to hear you.
Okay.
Or record.
Yeah, that's fine. It's up to you if you're fine with video of without your suit headed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, give me a That's the wrong end. Thanks.
Cop that Corona out.
What? Sorry.
Oh, I was joking. I'm like, cop that Corona out.
No. I don't have Corona. I just have allergies.
Yeah, I hear you. I actually thought I had it for a little bit. I was a little bit concerned a few months ago. I went and I checked, and the PA's like, "Nah, you just got allergies." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Webcam work?
Webcam work.
Should I plug in the right thing? I probably didn't. Yes, I did. Why aren't you coming on?
Let's see. Yeah, all I'm seeing. Oh wait, I'm on you right now, but I'm seeing like the little camera icon, but it's like all I'm seeing is like your little image.
Video.
Wait. I'm seeing an orange screen.
Yeah, my webcam's not turning on for whatever reason.
Oh no.
Yeah, hang on.
Mm.
I'm gonna try something, but it's gonna kill my mic for a second.
The Chromebook that like right now it's like it's got like great reception, but then it just like it's still spacey. So I'm like, yeah. Oh yeah. Thanks, so mic ain't gonna work. Other than that, how are you guys doing tonight? Wait.
I think I need to restart Discord because my camera is working. It's just not registering with Discord for whatever reason.
Huh. Interesting.
I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. I'll be right here.
Okay.
So in the meantime, as you guys can see, sometimes you have a little bit of difficulties when you're trying to do certain things. Oh, look at that. I'm that self-absorbed. I'm essentially just talking to myself on the screen. So I'm so glad you guys can make it tonight. So as you can see, we're having a little bit of technology difficulties with Peaceful. And a little bit, once she responds back to me in Discord, then we'll totally get to the questions, and we'll go from there. So I figured I just started asking you guys some wonderful questions to kill some time while we're waiting for Peaceful to get back online. So, first question I have for you wonderful fuzzies. Let's see. What is your favorite persona? Do you like dogs? Do you like foxes? Do you like duchies? Do you like kitsunis? what sort of? Oh,
Hi.
hi.
I think
Oh, wait.
there you go.
I see a thing working, and it is working. Yes. Oh, look at that. This is awesome. Perfect. All right. Cool. Cool. How are you?
Good.
Good. All right. So, what do you think, Peace Wolf? How are you doing tonight?
You're pretty good.
Good.
Getting food, so thank you.
Did you? I think I overheard we were talking a while back. Did you guys just move into the place, or? Nice.
I've been here for.
So far.
You're cutting out. Can you repeat that?
Oh, how's it been so far?
Nice place, nice location.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm just yeah, I got I'm renting out rooms to kind of counterbalance and pay the mortgage, so it's working out pretty good so far. So yeah. All right. So for the questions for this evening, would you like me to just off the top of my head, or I got a set of regular questions that I just go through with any query I ask. So it's completely up to you.
It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do, you go for it.
All right, let's see. I haven't asked my bank of questions in quite a while, so kind of just like general get to know yous, So it's always kind of interesting because, let's see. Do I even have my set of questions? I came so unprepared. I do. I have prepared. It's just like, oh, where's that set of questions? Usually I have them written down and they're there, but then they're not there. Oh. All right, on the note to write down my questions. Poetry, gotcha, the dragon stuff. Yeah, never mind. All right, so first, what the heck? Off the top of the head. First question, Peace Wolf. What is your persona? And besides your persona, do you have any other ones besides your main one?
I only have one persona. Her name is Peace, and she's a white wolf of blue peace sign. She's got blue eyes, and the special thing about her is that her eyes and her peace sign on adjustable turn from blue to red when she's angry.
That is so like, oh my gosh, like they're actually like light up and like change colors like that.
No, not yet.
Oh
But
god,
maybe
that would
in the
be
future.
that would be so cool. That'd be
It
awesome.
would be cool.
So like
It's
Jimmy
not-
rig it with like a battery and stuff like that. I know, right?
It would just be kind of like how to like arrange the lights into a peace sign, and it could change blue to red.
Actually, at one point, there was kind of like not too far off the beaten path, like my red side, evil looking. But of course, you see my Sumaker name. Actually, ironically, the red side, everyone says is cuter. And I'm just like, all right, I just decided to go with it. So anyway,
Yeah.
all right. So how long have you been into the fandom? How long?
Sorry, could you say that again?
How long have you been in the fandom?
I've been in the fandom about 16, 17, and I'm 24 now, so that's about 8 years.
Nice, very nice, very nice. Was it all just like completely like doing like the furry stuff from the get go, or did you like start a progressive? You started in like fur affinity and then just kind of tapered into, or were you just like furry the whole time?
So I had a friend that I played with on Xbox. We played Halo.
Oh yeah.
Together. Yeah.
Nice.
And after we played for a little while and we got to know each other, she like showed me a picture of she was like making her own fursuit. I'm like, oh, that's cool. What are you doing? She's like, I'm making the fursuit. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Isn't that hard? She's like, no, it's really not that hard. I mean, you can do it if you wanted to. That's kind of neat. Like, why are you doing that though? She's like, oh, well, I'm a furry, and there's a lot of people that do the same thing. I'm like, really? That sounds like something I would want to be part of. because that's really cool. And then she like showed me videos, and she just like introduced me to all of it. This is cool. Like, I would see videos of fursuiters like dancing in groups and like going to these conventions, and like that's me. That's where I belong. I thought I was the only one. But,
oh no, it's I think someone reported once almost 4 million now. And it's growing. Yeah, the numbers are climbing. You know, we're finding out all walks. Yeah, like four. Yeah, there's like 4 million furries now.
You know, since I was 16, probably furry fan of it all. So, yeah.
Cool. All right. Let's see. Here we go. Question number 3. Besides the fandom, what do you do for work outside of the fandom, or you know, or in the fandom, or you can describe what you do in the fandom for work or outside the fandom. Completely up to you.
Well, outside the fandom, I work in IT. I'm like desktop support, and I do a couple other things, but I work with computers a lot. And I work in the banking industry. So I work with banks and like mortgage companies and stuff like that. Inside the fandom, I make fursuits. I have my own fursuit making business that I've run since 2017. So going on 3 years now.
Very nice. Yeah, I couldn't help. I saw like your page or whatever, just like so adorable. I love the hat and everything. It's like, oh my god, I want to get a suit from this maker. Just like, who wouldn't want a suit from just adorable Happy Wolf just making suits? So absolutely right. But that's absolutely fantastic, you know, and just to hear all walks of life. That's the most interesting thing that really is so interesting to me, especially about the fandom. It's just like, you know, some are, you know, kids, some are, you know, working IT. They're, good God, I know some that are doctors, lawyers, NASA scientists. I mean, all walks of life that are furries. It's just amazing how small a world it really is. That everyone just, you know, from all walks just love to do this as a hobby. So, all right, let's see. Question number 5. Do you have any like favorite
for my persona? But if I had to pick a different one,
God, cheap.
I really like.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, unfortunately, no. These are pretty cute, but it wouldn't be my next choice. I really like hybrids.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever seen that suitor that what's it called? It's like some kind of dinosaur dog. And it's like the blue and orange and black one.
Oh, Rays.
Yeah, Rays.
Yeah. Oh,
that's
yeah.
Dino
Dino. Yeah. Oh, that's your suit crush. Oh, snap. Yeah. Oh, snap. You got a crush on Twilight. Very nice.
It's so cool.
I know, right? You just like, especially the colors are just really flamboyant and just really just has that unique, and something about the eyes. Like, I've actually ran into some suitors that actually I could tell who the suit maker is because the eyes make me think of Rays, and I'm just like, I know who made your suit now. You know, I'm still kind of new into it, but I'm just like, now you can almost like just how the suit looks, you have like a really good idea if it was, you know, if it was more for less, or, you know, or Firestorm, or let's say Peace Wolf for some point in time, and be like, hey, this is something that you made too. So it's just like you get it down eventually. It's just to see all this creativity that goes into these suits, and they are not cheap. I'm not kidding. For those of you that are always curious, yeah, some of them, that was actually one of the questions somebody asked once. Was, I've seen them go from, I think, what, like $1 to $2 grand. Good God, what's geez, like like a more for less or something now is probably in the what 5 to 10 grand now for a full one. It's just wow, just going up and up in price. Someday. Anyway, all right. Next question. Let's see. Um, what did you want to be growing up? Did you want to be like an IT person? Did you want to be a furry? Was there something you remember when you were a kid that you wanted to be when you grew up?
I wanted, when I was a kid, to be a veterinarian.
Aw.
I wanted to care for animals, but and then that was like when I was like a little kid, that's what I wanted to do, and then I moved on from that to wanting to be a band director because I love kids and I love music and I wanted to teach music to kids. Unfortunately, with being a band director, it just doesn't make enough money, and it's really hard to get that specific teaching position, especially in the state that I live in, which is Oklahoma. We jokingly say that our main export is teachers because Oklahoma doesn't pay its teachers very much, sadly.
Oh
So,
yeah, I've heard like.
Unfortunately, dreams.
Oh yeah, I had
So I settled for IT, which pays pretty well, and it's easy to if you can get your foot in the door with IT stuff and you're good at it, then you won't ever have to worry about not having a job, basically.
Oh yeah,
So,
oh absolutely. Like with that, with like IT, like there's that, and then I tell some people like healthcare is usually always a good go-to. There's always going to be people with computer issues. There's always people going to get sick. Yes, so it's like, and some are foolproof. Well now I mean I guess now there's people that can work for like especially with the Corona stuff. They can do like the Uber delivery drivers. I bet they won't have an issue doing that because people are still staying at home and they don't want to go to stores or rush nothing. So, like Uber Eats and everything, they're really hitting it up now with those jobs. So, all right, let's see. Rolling into the next question. Let's see. What's your favorite food? Speaking of Uber Eats, what's your favorite food?
probably Italian.
Nice.
I like cheese, and I like the pastas and pizzas.
Oh God, you make me my mouth water. Oh, I tell you what, like a good, like it's like especially if you do like an Olive Garden, something about it. Just you go there and just like, oh.
That's my favorite restaurant.
Agreed. Like when they have the never-ending pasta bowl, you just want to go there and you want to eat till you're almost sick because it's so good. But it's just like you get to like 2 or 3 bowls and you're just like, oh. But then you force yourself to eat one more, even if you can't, because it's just so good, All right, let's see. Next question. What have I got? I'm thinking. Favorite movie and video game?
The movie's an easy one because that's Zootopia.
Nice.
But trying to pick a favorite video game is kind of hard because it's like trying to pick a favorite song. It just kind of depends on what point in time you're asking about.
Mm-hmm. The hubby.
Yeah.
Nice.
My most favorite video game would probably have to be this obscure game that not a whole lot of people have played. It's called Okami.
I've heard of it. I haven't played it, but yeah, I have heard of it. Mm-hmm.
You need to play it because you play as the wolf. And you're like, you play, the wolf is like a sun god, and it's a double whammy for me because you get to play as a wolf, but it's also like artwork centered. It's hard to explain. You just have to play it, but you get all these different powers, and you use your tail as like a paintbrush, and you paint things into existence, and that's like your source of your powers is the brush.
Oh wow, that's really neat. Yeah. It's kind of like.
It sounds weird, but it's really good. Like the story, it's such a long game. Like you can sink like 80 play hours into it.
Oh wow!
By the time you get to the end of the story, like I was crying. It was so beautiful. The music is good. The art is good. The characters are good. It's like it's a lot like playing through one of the Legend of Zelda games.
Oh
Honestly.
yes. Oh, absolutely. Oh,
It's a
oh
big
man.
world RPG. It's
Oh
so
yeah.
good. It's so underrated.
I know, right? They got so many that just like what was my one like I my BF? He was just like talking about what was it? Oh, he knew all about the Final Fantasies, and I was just like, have you ever tried Wild Arms? And he's like, what's that? I'm like, is there something wrong? I wanted to be like, is there something wrong with you? You haven't heard of Wild Arms? Like, have you heard of Wild Arms? Oh god. Oh. Anyway,
Sorry.
but no, like more in my teenage years, I played a little bit more of RPGs, and what my friend back then introduced me to Wild Arms, which is a really good RPG, turn-based, and you use both like a sword and like a gun for shooting, and you can summon guardians, and it's and do magic and a bunch of. It's actually definitely a game we're checking out, and they got a really cool kind of like a. They have cutscenes that's got really good anime kind of style to it, and they got good music, and it's just phenomenal. So yeah, I understand with like your game, like everyone has that game. It's just like holy smokes, I played over and over again. You know.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that game actually came out way back on PlayStation 2, and they recently did a remaster for PC. Actually, so first it came out on PS2, and then they put it on the Wii and made it look better. And then they remastered it again recently into Okami HD for the PC and the PS4.
Oh wow.
What's
Nice.
the most recent PlayStation? It's PS4.
I think
right?
yeah, PlayStation 4. They got a 5 in the works, but yeah, right now it's 4.
Yeah. So it looks so good. You should definitely pick it up.
Oh, I'll definitely it'd be definitely nice to check out because like everyone's doing that stream thing, and I'm like, oh hey, I'll try this new game. I'll stream it. So as you can see, I got this giant 51-inch, so that'd be like the perfect just like way to just like stream that sucker. So absolutely, I like checking out games and trying new ones for sure. Let's see. Next question. Oh, what do we got here? Okay. Conventions. How many conventions have you been to, and which one's your favorite one?
So I actually haven't been to that many.
Yeah.
My first convention was actually TFF 2019. That's my first road convention.
Oh my goodness. You must.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just.
Which is crazy considering how long I've been for it. I know, but Oklahoma doesn't have very many great conventions, and that's just the first time that I ever got to try TFF because I was in a financial position where I could actually go. So I went to TFF 2019. I went to TFF 2020.
Holy
I have
smokes.
been to Wild Nights 2019, which is a local con to Oklahoma. They've been around for a while. So that's 2. And then I founded TTFC in 2019. So technically that counts as the third one, even though I ran it instead of attended it. Technically I did attend it. I did register for it. So I guess you can count that as the third one.
There you go. Nice.
There's also, it's not really a convention, it's more of just kind of an event, but there's one that goes on in Oklahoma called Prairie Retreat.
I've heard of it. Yep, I've heard about it at TFF. Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a mini Wild Nights sort of a thing. So I guess you could say 4. 4
wow.
big events at the point. I tried to go to Awu this year and through week in Utah, but they got, of course, Corona happened. So
oh yeah, it kind of. Yeah, we pretty much became CoronaCon after TFF 2020. It kind of went to, it was, yeah. But now it was kind of neat because, ironically, it's cool that you're at TFF 2020 because I was actually there as well.
Oh.
So I don't know. There's just so many suits. I don't know if we crossed paths or not, but if you saw this red, white, and blue Dutchie running around, that was me. Or if you saw Morty from Rick and Morty, I was also Morty. That's
yeah, I did.
You saw Morty?
Yeah.
Yes. So that's my second character is Morty. So if you saw me running around talking just like this, guys, there was a chance you ran into my. He was more of my cosplayer, thing, and the birds just ate it up. They were wanting to interview with him. They were wanting to talk to him, just and mess with him. It was fantastic. Oh, and of course, it brings up a bunch of furries start doing Rick impressions. They're just like, Morty, get over here. I'm like, yes. Anyway, so like essentially, this is like my daytime suit, and then when at more of the night and the raves and stuff, that's when I'd run around in Morty. So yeah, it was a lot easier to move, a lot less sweaty. Because I tell you what, when you full suit, it gets so sweaty. All right, let's see. So speaking of conventions and suiting and other stuff, this brings me to another question. So, besides suit making and everything, do you have any like? And you mentioned like band and stuff like that. Do you have any like talents, like unique talents that you'd like to tell us all? Do you do like music? Or do you do other craftings? Or is there anything really really cool that you just like to tell us all about?
Other than the crafting, there's not a whole lot I do as far as talents go. I mean, I play video games. It's not really a talent.
Yeah, some people are dang good at. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I used to play trumpet. I don't really play much anymore. I do play guitar.
Nice.
I'm a little bit of a musician. I went to college for music, so I have a little bit of a musical background.
That's cool.
That's about it. Other than crafting.
Very nice. That's awesome. It's just like, it's really neat to know. It's like a lot of furries, and not just, but so many of us are just like, I love the ones that are just like Jacks or Jills of many trades. It's just amazing to see all these things we can do and what it brings out of us. Just, yeah, absolutely. That's fantastic. Let's see. Next question. Here we go. Speaking of conventions and parties and so on and so forth, what is the longest you've ever stayed awake at a convention, or like ever stayed awake? Have you ever stayed up for like a day, 2 days, 3, just really long time? Did you disobey the 621 rule?
No, I actually haven't. Because I mean, I would stay up longer if I could. I'm just not very good at it. I get sleepy, especially if I start to drink. I won't get very many drinks in because alcohol makes me sleepy.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I'll stay up till about 2 or 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Usually, and then I'll probably fall asleep.
Yeah. Oh, geez, we're like on the same boat. Literally, like 2 or 3 beverages or whatever, and I'm just like, yeah, I hear you.
You
Absolutely.
should have seen me at the end of TTFC because I was running the con. And then we get to the dead dog parties and stuff, and people were like, "Oh yeah, good job, we did it! Here's a drink." It took a couple of sips, and I was dead. I could not keep my head up. I was so tired. I was falling asleep in my chair, something that I never do. I was just so tired.
Oh, dude,
because I've been walking around the whole time, just doing all kinds of stuff.
Oh, absolutely. You'll be surprised, like, at the end, by, like, the Sunday or the last day of any convention, you're just like, you're dead, because it's just like, no, I feel you, because even at a convention, like, at almost any convention, I just, like, I got, like, a little bit of the boundless ADHD energy, so I just, like, I'll volunteer, I'll go and do, like, the suit dance competition, I'll go to the, maybe a party or two, I'll also go and run a couple panels, and before you know it, boom, you're just like, you're out, it's just amazing how quickly.
You gotta make the most out of the weekend before you go back to real life.
Yeah, before you go back to I go back to my boring therapist job, it's just, so I like to take, make the best of these conventions. That's the funniest part was like, okay, that's actually a good next question to roll into. So, have you told your family or coworkers or friends that didn't know that you're a furry, and how did they react?
Oh yeah, everyone is furry, and I do all that stuff. So I think that helps a little bit with them not being so creeped out or worried about it, because they see that I make things like, oh, that's cool, you're putting your talents to use. And that's kind of how my parents got introduced to it, is that I didn't tell them I was a furry. I went out to the garage and started building things, and they're like, oh, that's pretty cool. What's this all about? And then I told them what the furry fandom was, and they're like, oh, that's pretty weird, but you know what? You're doing something productive, and that's pretty okay with us. So, they weren't really creeped out about it like a lot of parents are. They saw it as something that I could put my creativity into, and they thought that was a good thing. So they just kind of let me do that.
Oh, yeah.
All my family. I don't think I've ever had a weird reaction or like someone that went like, furries. That's never happened to me. Or if it did, like I know some of my friends have been like, I don't like furries as a whole, but you and me are cool because you're like a cool furry and you're not like one of those weird, gross furries.
Oh, yeah, exactly. My family had about, I mean, literally, it's like, like a mirror, literally about the same reaction. It's like, oh, you're going to do like the videos, you're going to do the dancing and, partying up and doing this and that. And they're just like, I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. I mean, and then doing more, like eventually I'll probably get more into doing crafting and stuff down the line because I really like doing paracord. So I can do like, harnesses and collars and, some cool different things you can do with paracord. And I actually had so that's how I brought the family into it, was more of a, like similar, like a business perspective, like making the videos and streams and then eventually doing like, stuff like that and kind of branching off into different things. And then they're just like, oh, okay. And they're just like, well, if that's what you like to do. And I'm like, yeah, I enjoy it. Of course, then I get the speech from the mom, you're a therapist. And like, she's like, just don't quit your day job. I'm like, duh, no. I got a pretty decent day job. So I'm like, no, that helps fund my shenanigans. Anyway, okay. So next question. Let's see. Is there a favorite anime? Okay.
I've only seen like 2 or 3, to be honest. I watched Sword Art Online with my husband. I thought it was really good, so I have a lot to choose from. So I'm just gonna say SAO.
Nice, very cool. Yeah, it's amazing just like how many are out there. It's just like before you know it, it's like at one point I was watching a lot more of it as a a teenager, kind of like young adult, and then now I'm just kind of like Once in a while, my roommate suit maker, she'll have like Full Metal Alchemist on or something. Like, oh hey, I know that episode because back in the day I watched a lot of it. So absolutely, for sure. Let's see. Next question. Do you have any fears? Is there anything that you're just like, you're just not a fan of? Is there anything that you're afraid of at all? Or like a phobia of some kind? Like you don't like spiders, you don't like,
I mean, it's kind of hard to say. Like, I don't know if anything that I'm just absolutely terrified of. Like, if you got a spider in a cage over here and I can see the spider and I know it's not gonna hurt me, I can stand there and look at it and not feel afraid. But if there's a bug on me and I didn't invite that bug to be on me, then I'm gonna freak out. Yeah. I don't know if I'd necessarily call that a phobia of spiders or bugs, but like I don't fear heights or dark or anything like that. So my fears are more like, fear of being alone or just things like that, more emotional fears.
Yeah, that's understandable. It's kind of like, you'd be surprised how many, like, some people are just like, it's like, I know it's on different platforms sometimes. It's like, oh my God, I just have an anxiety. I'm just like, I almost want to be like, You almost want to be like, over what? You know, it's just like, what's so scary? But I do understand. I work in mental health, so some people just do have anxiety issues. I understand it, and it's just like sometimes some just that's their quirk. They just all of a sudden just get a little, over worried and anxious about stuff, and I'm just like,
well, we all get that way at some point.
well, yeah, exactly, and it's like the norm. Yeah, kind of like the norm, especially, like got to go on this Corona thing, and that's just more like, than ever. Just, oh well, now we got to wear masks. Oh well, now we got to do this. The Corona, we have a vaccine. It's more like watching everyone born. But don't get me wrong, I'm just like, hey, I work with patients, this, that. If I get it, yeah, I'll stay home. I'll isolate. I'll do what they tell me to do. But until then, I'm not too much worried about it, So,
yeah.
Anyway, good God. I mean, literally, you notice on all the platforms, so everyone's blowing up all over that stuff. It's still going on. Anyway, let's see. Next question. Oh yeah, I guess you already said your fursuit crushes.
Yeah.
Here we go. I figured we'll go into that detail. So, as you said, hubby, but we'll kind of go into detail with this one. So, you are taken, you're married, and okay, what is your hubby's persona if he has one?
He does. It's just a fox.
Oh, is it that cute like black one with like
it's kind of a typical like fox design. It's got blonde hair. It's like an orange fox.
Aw, adorable. So I was kind of curious because like I saw like on your page, you got like the next to you is like that kind of like black and green kind of thing. Like, oh,
Yeah.
cool. Is that? I was just like, oh, that's so cool. If that was like his thing or something, but okay.
No, just another one of my characters.
Oh, nice.
I have one persona, which is based on two characters. I have Tech and I have Zuki. And Tech is the one that you see on my header on Twitter. He's the one that's all black, and it's supposed to represent like my technical side, like my gamer side.
Okay.
And then Zuki is a Wusky who is white and yellow and black and red, and she's supposed to represent like if you've ever seen a Suzuki dirt bike.
Oh yeah.
Same color. Yeah, that's
nice.
why she's called Zuki. And I used to love to ride dirt bikes as a kid, and I would always ride a Suzuki dirt bike because that's what my idol at the time, Travis Pastrana, would ride is Suzuki. So, yeah.
That's awesome. It's kind of interesting just because my oldest brother, he lives right across the road from one of those motocross tracks. And one time or two, I go there and I'll help volunteer with doing flags in case they crash. It's actually exciting, but also scary when you see like I saw a kid once take off on a bike and it went straight friggin' vertical right on the back. I'm like, oh. And he just like, he was just he was fine. He's just shaking his head all angrily, pushing his bike because it was broke. And he's just like, we went in between the track or whatever in the grass. I'm just like, you feel bad, but you try not to laugh. It's the ones that get hurt really bad. Then you're like, oh crap, get the medics, so. Yeah. But this one, it was just funny. He's just like, ying. Okay. All right. Here we go. I got another question then. Speaking of vehicles and posting off like Suzuki's and whatnot, do you have a favorite make and model of car? The one that you would just, it can be a new one, it can be an old school car, whatever. It's like, what do you think? What's your creme de la creme car?
Well, I guess I'm kind of biased because this is what I own, but I like the Ford Mustangs.
Hey, nothing wrong with the Mustangs. I've seen a lot of them over the years, and they are nice. Very nice.
I mean, there's a couple others that I like but wouldn't drive because they're difficult to drive, but I like the Corvettes and Camaros as well.
Yes, absolutely. I got a family member. that's got like each of those really nice ones. I got one that's got like the my aunt. She's a nurse. She actually has side by side. She had an old school Mustang GT from like I think like 1967 or something,
wow.
and then had it parked in the same driveway with like a 2007 Mustang GT, and they just like they were the same color, and you know how they came up with like the newer, blast from the past design of the Mustangs, make them look like the old ones. So it was actually pretty cool to see both of them side by side. Like, man, absolutely beautiful cars.
Yeah.
I want one.
My dad is restoring a really old Ferrari. It's like from the 70s, I think.
Oh wow, that's fantastic. That'd be awesome once that thing's going. He's going to do the right thing. He's going to let you burn a couple skid lines in the road, right?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, my oldest brother's got a 72 Stingray Corvette, and I told him, I'm like, one of these times he said I can take it out and burn a little bit of rubber. I'm like, oh yeah, I will. That thing is, oh man, I just want, hit that American muscle to the metal. Absolutely. Oh, let's see. Any other questions do I have for you, Peace Wolf? Oh, let's see. Okay. Any type of like sports that you're into. Were you into like track? Did you like football or soccer or cross country, or was there any type of like sports that you're really into?
No.
Oh, that's really. Okay. That's okay.
I did sports when I was a little bit younger. I did softball and basketball, a lot of running, and I was very good at running. Come to find out, I have allergy-induced asthma, so that would explain it. And I didn't find that out till like recently, like a couple of years ago. I'm like, that's why I could never breathe when I was running, and I did poorly. Oh, jeez. So what I did. Well, there's the culprit. But instead, I went into band and marching band. So I guess through marching band, we went to all the football games, and we had to watch because we would need to know when to play, and they would do certain things in the game, and then we respond when we play something. So I kind of like football a little bit, not a whole lot. Like I'll watch the Super Bowl every year, but that's about it as far as sports goes for me. You and me both. That's about the only one I'll really watch. And I mean, I got to go with my home team, Purple Pride, the Vikings. I'll watch them play football. Because of Corona, I don't know if anyone's going to play this year, especially NFL. So, but anyway, other than the Vikings or like the Super Bowl, I hardly watch football at all. The funniest one, being from Minnesota, someone asked me, "Oh, do you watch, hockey like the Wild?" I'm like, "No, not really." And they're just like, "Oh, you just don't watch it?" Like, I don't care because I'm not into it. Like, it's a bunch of guys going around in a big oval, moving a little piece of, leather around. I know some people are into it. Just I'm not into it. It's like football. I'd rather watch that. So. Yeah. Me too. I know, right? Well, let's see. I think I'm nearing just about that 20 question marks already. Let's see. Is there one more question that I could whip up off the top of my Dutchy head? Here we go. What the heck? I'll go right back and do a furry one. So, of all the Dutchies that you know so far, do you have any favorite ones of all? Do you have any particular? I know they're not like your favorite furry, but is there like a Dutchie that's just like, oh my god, I love this one more than ever? And it can be me, but I'll forgive you if it's not me. Yeah, I'm a little bit biased though because it's one of my friends, but I actually really do like his design. His name is Bolt. You probably know him. Oh, Bolt the Dutchie.
Oh my goodness! Oh,
Yeah.
I
It's
100%.
yellow and it's got like it's a lightning design and it's really cool. I love the colors. And, yeah.
Oh my god! I talked to him now and again. His duchy is agree with you. Oh my god! Now I'm crushing. I'm just like, oh man, that's a good choice. Absolutely, because there's so many out there. But yeah, his is absolutely adorable. I've seen so many times. I'm just like, he has a suit of it now, doesn't he? He has a suit made.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
I'm like, I totally can't wait to run into him at like a convention because I'm just like, oh my god, I'm gonna hug you because you're so cute. Well, wait, we're not cute, right? Uh, all right. So that's about. Oh no, my kitty just made it into my room. Okay, thank you. So, all right. Last question. What the heck? Do you have any questions for me?
Uh, yeah, I kind of thought of this while we were talking, but I noticed like the theme of your zoo is kind of red, white, and blue. Is that supposed to be like an American thing, or like why did you pick the colors that
Okay.
way?
All right. So I guess we'll sit on back and we'll hear a tale about the how it came to be. So essentially, the red, white, and blue. Yes, it kind of part of it is a little bit of patriotism, America, kind of red, white, and blue. Um, the thing about what I did with the half blue, half red is kind of like they represent different sides of me. Like the red is kind of like I had a little bit of dysfunction family and stuff growing up as a kid, and it kind of represents a little bit of some more anger, kind of like hurtful things growing up. Uh, and I think I don't know if you see my full suit, but I got a scar on my leg too, and like here in my eye. I know it's cute, but they're kind of like scars of the past because sometimes you have some bad stuff happen to you growing up that kind of is like character building, and so that's kind of what that represents. Kind of like my more determined, kind of like um, I don't want to say angry, but more just brave, go into the create wild blue yonder, and then the blue side is kind of like a representation of like my softer, caring, loving side of like furries, friends, and patients, and all that stuff. I have really good at being empathetic and sympathetic and all that stuff because in my line of work, especially mental health, you got to have a lot of patience and understand that they're going through some stuff and I understand I have issues, but we all, but this is working with people that have it way worse, and it's so yeah, it's kind of like what that represents, and then kind of the split in the middle is the idea is that being torn between two different worlds, like the furry world, the regular world, kind of like that. And I think what I learned growing up in like work and in like business in the corporate world is, I guess, sometimes they want you to be kind of like a little bit of a brown noser, and you want to be a backstabber and do a bunch of things to make your way up the corporate ladder, so to speak. And
Yeah.
I refuse to be part of that. I just want to work, be the good old fashioned good old boy, do my school, do my thing, and they're trying to pull me into that side to make my way, and I'm like, no, I just want to do the best I can doing it that way rather than corporate kiss butting and so on and so forth. I don't want to get political. So okay, so that kind of represents that. That's where the two colors kind of so a bunch of meaning. And now, I mean, you see the top of it right here, but then in my body suit, it's drying right now. But there's if you've seen that big black cross on my chest.
I haven't
Okay.
actually.
I'll
Nothing I've seen your full suit,
yeah,
unfortunately. Maybe you can send
I'll
me
show you a
your.
picture at one point. But I have a black cross on it is because just about 10 years ago, when I finished my first degree in school, it was a Christian university, so I got talking to my class proctor, and I fully accepted in the Christianity belief and way of everything, because it really,
Awesome.
yeah, exactly, because it really helped me a lot with like coming to peace in terms of things over the years, because it really, I read it and I do what I can to just, you know, unfortunately on Sundays, like I could go to like church and whatnot, but I volunteer instead, so I definitely go to church more. But yes, absolutely, so excellent sense. So,
Good.
yeah. So yeah, pretty much a 2 to 3 page paper on the meaning behind. Cool.
That's pretty cool.
I know. Thank you. Very cool. And it's just kind of like, it's amazing how all pursuits can have just, it's just this, but sometimes you have a lot of meaning to it. Like the meaning of your Peace Wolf suit. I can see there's like, especially the good old fashioned peace sign. It's just, hence, it's just, I love being, especially in the fandoms, approaching everything as we see, drama, 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 non-stop. Oh my God. And it's, hence, let's just say it, like my suit, just like in the corporate world, almost in the furry world, some of them want me to get into that, even some, I'm not going to name names, but some Dutchies are actually like that. They're like, oh, you're a Dutchie. You want to be fancy like us. I'm like, no, no, seriously. Like, someone trying to get me to be like that. I'm like, no, why can't you just be nice, nice both in and out of your suit? Why do you gotta, anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just do my best I can to, be nice and understanding of everyone just being the way they are. Spreading peace and love, right? Isn't that what it's about in the fandom? That's what I got from it. So
That's what it should be about. But
absolutely. Unfortunately, you got some.
Underneath all the furry costumes are humans, so
Yes, indeed.
it should be a simple thing full of colorful, fun animals. It can't, because we're underneath our alter egos. We're all still human.
Right, exactly. It's like kind of funny. So like some suitors say it's like a night and day transformation from in their suit to out of it. Like they can be really nice or really mean, or be the complete 180. And I'm just like, why not just be, like, actually this is how I am with like coworkers and family. I'm about the same as I am in suit. It's just like, why do a complete change? Like maybe I'm a little louder because I have to speak louder, otherwise no one can hear me. But yeah, I'm just like, why let it change you? So. Huh. Anyway, well, Peace Wolf, I do believe that was some great questions that we went through and had to, and then we answered with our wonderful viewers here. So, do you have any other questions you'd like to ask? Other than that, is that pretty good? Just about my suit. Did you have anything else for me, or?
No,
Okay.
that's all I got.
All right, perfect. Well, I'm just going to say that it's been a great pleasure, and thank you so much for taking time on your Saturday to talk to me, and as well as these wonderful fans that we got watching us. And so I got us on YouTube, I got us on Facebook Live, I got us on Instagram Live, so we're like everywhere. So I'm really excited and so grateful that you took time to talk to me tonight, as well as us. So thank you so much, Peace Wolf.
I had fun. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. You take care, and you have a blessed good evening, and I'll talk to you soon, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye. Have a good one. Bye.
You too.
So, as you can see, thank you guys so much for checking us out. Peace Wolf and I had a wonderful conversation tonight. And as always, so, and another thing to take from tonight, thank you guys so much for watching this live stream of me interviewing Peace Wolf on my Discord. So we found some wonderful things about her, about making suits and her beliefs and all that good stuff in the fandom. So it's great and wonderful to get to know each and every one of you. So if you all ever want to do an interview with me, all you got to do is let me know on Telegram. At Splitz T is my Telegram. Actually, here, I'll show it to you. Quick. It's at like the at symbol for the computer, and then SPLITZT is my Telegram. That's the best way to get a hold of me. So if you'd like to do an interview with me, I am available Saturday nights. I have slots at 9 p.m., usually Eastern time. So otherwise, I'll update. So if you guys, just as you can see with Peaceful, I just do general furry questions, nothing NSFW or anything like that, because it's kind of nice to just put like a suitor in the spotlight and just see what they're all about. It's always interesting to see what's behind the fur. So thank you guys so much for coming and watching the show with me tonight. Love you guys. Peace out. Till next time. Actually, I will be at home next Saturday. I won't be able to make my time. All notated on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I will be postponing it because I will be helping run my family reunion back home in Minnesota. So yeah, if you guys ever want to chat with me, I don't stop talking, literally. So ask all my friends. I will talk to anybody. Message me on Telegram or find me on Facebook, Happy Tony, or Splitz Happy Tony on Instagram, or Splitz HT on Twitter. Please talk to me. I'd love to talk to you. Have a great night. Bye.